everyone, my name is Clover, and today I'll be talking you through the process of creating an Anomalocaris Magical Girl, as well as her antagonist and her mentor. So, let's get started. But before we get into it, what is an Anomalocaris? So, the Anomalocaris is an extinct genus of early marine arthropods, which basically means that it's, extinct and nothing is like it anymore. And arthropods means, well, I can't really give a definition, but it's basically like spiders, shrimp, lobsters, all that. Um, and it lived during the Cambrian period roughly 500 million years ago, which the Cambrian period was the period of Earth where Earth was experimenting. It was basically throwing things on a dartboard to see what stuck. Okay. It's famous for its bizarre alien like appearance, and it's considered one of the first apex predators to ever exist on Earth, using its large compound eyes and spiky, grasping arms to hunt. And that's exactly the kind of power our Anomalocaris Magical Girl is going to be backing. Now you might be wondering, who is this Anomalocaris Magical Girl? Well, her name is Clover Rose, although she goes by Queen Anomalo in her Anomalocaris form. And she, thanks to the power of her animal stone, which is a transformative artifact that's able to transform people from their regular form to a magical form based off the animal that chose them. And the animal that chose her is, well, the Anomalocaris. It's pretty obvious. But she is a very kind, creative, compassionate person who has been selected by the Anomalocaris Animal Stone, of course, and she is able to wield the power of the ocean, and she has these dual whips that she uses in combat, and she's also trying to figure out who's been sending all these corrupted magical girls out into the world, basically. And she's been trying to research about it on her own time. However, nothing has come up. And basically, it's all just one big mystery for her. However, that mystery is going to be solved soon. Although not by her. By you guys. Because you guys will get to see who's really behind all those corrupted magical girls and boys. I will warn you, though, that the upcoming character, the main antagonist, the one who's causing all these corrupted magical girls and boys to be popping up everywhere, is horrific in terms of his design. So I do not blame you if you skip ahead. Go ahead, whatever is good for your mental health, okay? Yeah. And so for now, let me just keep yapping on about her, or while the thing is still going. So yeah, as you can see here, I did a very regal design for her magical girl form, and for her civilian form, I kind of just based it off of what I would wear in real life, because she was very much modeled off of me. Very narcissistic of me, I know. But yeah, that's about it in terms of her design. Now our next character is Dr. Arthur Mumia. And he is our antagonist, who actually used to be a pretty good person. Like, he used to be this kind, highly ethical, genuinely curious, like, basically your average scientist. And he, alongside our next character and a few other scientists and researchers, decided to go to this cave system to research, fossils and all that, because, they study, prehistoric animals and stuff like that. and he got trapped in the cave system because the cave system collapsed in on them. And because of that, because they couldn't find him, the world basically presumed him dead. However, he wasn't dead. He was in the cave system. And in the cave system, because he was desperate to survive at that point, he picked up what seemed to be black tar, and it fused to his body like venom and turned him into a vengeful, manipulative, and actually highly calculated antagonist who uses this supposed black tar to infect and corrupt people in the same way that he was corrupted, essentially giving them the power to fix whatever problems that they're encountering because he reaches them in their lowest moment. He's basically a cough moth, but for both black tar. And by the way, when I say black tar, I don't actually mean black tar, because you know what it actually is? It is basically pure unadulterated extinction, basically. And he might actually end the world instead of turning it into, like, he's basically gonna turn the world into a wasteland where it's survival of the fittest, dog eat dog. But again, little does he know that his power could literally kill people and is killing him. Like, it kept him alive, sure, but now it's disintegrating him. And it could disintegrate his villains if it weren't for our heroic magical girls getting in the way and stopping him all the time. So, yeah, that's basically it. Again, I wanted to make him look like a shambled mess, and yeah, no, he looks like a shambled mess. And this is Dr. Olivia Alloway, the one that Dr. Arthur Mumia was with when the cave collapsed in on itself. And here's the thing. She is basically the opposite of who he is now. She is very kind. She's very caring. She's very wise and knowledgeable in her field of prehistoric animals and all that. And she is the current keeper of the animal stones, which again are magical stones that are able to transform people into like magical animal forms basically. And she's been trying to research them. She's been trying to study them and figure out what they do and just figure out like what they are basically. And she's figured out that the power comes from the spirits within the stones, like the spirits of the animals within the stones. And she knows that they can talk to people because they talked to her, basically saying, here is the people that we choose, go get them for us. And so she did. And, you know, she treats the magical girls and boys who are currently being taught by her as if they are her own children, and she often acts as the man in the chair for them, basically like telling them things from afar and giving them help from afar because she is a normal person and she cannot be on the battlefield. And she essentially just gives them guidance whenever needed, and whenever their animal stones and their animal spirits cannot. But yeah, overall, she is, in terms of her design, just a regular average scientist with red hair. I mean, her design really just came about easily, and it really was just very, very, very simple for me, at the very least, to figure out what her design was. Again, it was just a very clear idea. That's really it for her. Although, fun fact, I do like have an idea of her voice already, which is basically her being Scottish because her name was Scottish and I just rolled with it basically. And that's it for her. She was really just a simple character for me. And that's it. Those are all the characters that I've got for this story for now. Hope you enjoyed this. Oh, and if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. I've also got a book out right now. It's not of this story, but I'm pretty sure you guys will like it if you like this video. Um, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.